Hi everybody, Ozone here, and doing a special kind of challenge. This is a 5-day hardcore, no armor challenge. It's a race of sorts. And wow, would you look at this spawn? I mean, like literally tucked up right next to this building. That is pretty cool. I don't know how much it's going to help me out though with this challenge. So, with this challenge, like I said, I got 5 Minecraft days to accomplish a goal, and I am going to start the clock now, and we can talk about the it's hard to type and talk at the same time. There we go. The clock. Nope. Now the clock has started. All right. So with this challenge, I have to collect 16 different colors of wool. And boy, we're right here in the middle of the village, right next to those uh, leather workers. We got our on a plains biome. That sounds great. A lot of good stuff here, and there's probably sheep right nearby. But there are a few very special biomes that are necessary to get the special kinds of woods to get all 16 colors. So I'm going to get as many as I can. And for right now, day one, usual stuff. Let's start collecting some wood. I'm going to go with like a point system, you know. I'm just going to try to get as many of the different colors of wool as I can. And I got to figure out whether I'm going to try to stay close to this village, try to keep coming back to this village, or not. You know, maybe just throw caution to the wind, leave, try to find these special biomes to get these special dyes, and then worry about the rest of it. I'm not real sure. I'll figure it out as I'm going along here because I'm going to have to decide pretty darn quick. But so these special biomes that I'm talking about, well, you need a jungle biome in order to get cocoa beans, in order to get brown dye. It is possible to find a brown sheep though in the wild, and that may happen. Um, you need a warm ocean and a coral reef in order to get sea lanterns, not sea lanterns, sea pickles, in order to get lime green dye. And then lastly, you need a desert and cactus to smelt down in order to get the green dye. Most of everything else should be fairly easy to find, especially with this spawn, right? This village and this on this plains right here. I expect most of the other colors will be no problem, but I'm going to say that I need to have all of the wool together in one place in order to count it. I can't just say, oh well, here's a brown piece of wool, we'll drop it here, and then that counts and run off and never come back to it. So they all have to be in the same place, and they have to be like in a essentially a rainbow line is what I'm thinking is the end goal. So my plan was to get a bunch of wood and get into a boat and start cruising some water um, as quickly as possible in order to find these special biomes. Uh, I don't know that I'm going to do that. I think maybe that's still the best course of action, but you know, I don't know. This is a challenge. This is an interesting twist, you know? Excuse me. That's not how you do that. That's how you do that. All right. You know, I'm not very practiced. I just need to stick to the recipe book. I don't know. I'm not used to doing these kind of speed runs. That's not something that ever really interested me. I do like this challenge aspect though, because a lot of times, you're spawning, you're starting a new game in Minecraft, and you're in survival, and it's the usual stuff, and you're just about going about collecting and building your base, and eventually you have everything that you want to do, and you get bored and you leave the world. Well, doing this kind of special challenge race type of game um, changes it up. You got to start making a lot more strategic decisions about what you're going to do and keep. I mean, inventory is always an issue. So I think, I've been thinking about it. I think I'm going to stick to the plan. I'm going to leave this village. I want to know where the coordinates are though, and try to come back. Maybe we'll see. I mean, I've got 5 days. There's no rule against sleeping, but clearly, if you only got 5 days, sleeping the night away is not really a good choice, right? Come on, let's just do this. And I need some more. I want a pickaxe. Gonna get some cobble, steal it from this village here. Sorry, Mr. Villager. I'm destroying your house. I want to get a good... I mean, I don't really need to go underground and into the... get a bunch of cobble and stuff, but I do need a furnace. I do want to get at least a stone sword for some protection. You know what I didn't do? I just jumped right into collecting wood. I didn't start looting the village to see if there was anything worth keeping in here, you know? Here. No. I am slow. Definitely slow. All right. So let's patch this up. I can spare the wood. Try to save these villagers as much as possible, you know. Not that I think I need them, but it's the nice thing to do. You know what I mean? Oh, wait. I wanted to get a sword. I said I wanted to get a sword. I don't need sapling. Let me get a furnace. And I think that's probably all I really need for stone. I might need a stone pickaxe eventually. Alright. Do we have anything good? I spawned... not here. That's another leather worker. Bunch of leather. I don't really think that I need the leather. A brewing stand in the cleric's chapel. Isn't there a chest up here sometimes? Not here now. I thought there was. I could be wrong. But even if that's where I spawned. But even if there is armor in this chest, which there is, I can't wear it. That's the challenge. No armor. Now, it is not an ultra hardcore challenge. It's just a hardcore challenge. Because, well, as you can see, I'm not that practiced. Okay, we got a butcher here. Which means there's a pen. Sometimes. Not this time. And we got a nice little ravine thingy here. And another butcher with a smoker, but I don't really need that. Alright. Let's take to the seas. This this whole challenge is very RNG dependent. Alright, well, let's figure out where we are first. We are at -6, -71, or -20, -71. So maybe we can come back here. There goes a turtle. So remember, I'm looking for a warm ocean with a coral reef. I'm looking for a jungle, and I'm looking for a desert. And while this is generally a really nice spawn for any kind of survival world, it doesn't really help me out that much for this particular challenge. So I'm going to try skirting around the edges of the ocean. You know, you travel really fast by boat, honestly. And so see if we can find these special biomes. I could have grabbed some of the plants back there, the flowers, because I'm going to need lots of blues and reds and yellows. In order to make all the colors, I'm going to need all the flowers. I don't really expect that much of a problem. Blue is maybe the only one that those cornflowers are kind of rare to generate and kind of difficult. So that's the one that I'm most concerned about. But we shall see. Oh, I need to look out for some squids. I'm going to need some black dye. I don't remember seeing any. But maybe. Have to keep a lookout for them anyway. More plains. Oh, there's a blue flower over there. Let's just go get... You know what? I'll just get all the flowers. I'm going to need them eventually. I do worry about, just taking up tons of inventory slots and that's... Inventory is always a problem. think I got enough yellows. I really only need yellow for yellow and orange. And the one oxeye goes for light gray, which, you know, could be made with black dye, so I might throw it out. We'll see. But it's nice. What is good for this spawn and this challenge is spawning so close to an ocean. You know, if I had to walk by foot, how am I doing? Where's my sun here? Up there somewhere. If I had to walk by foot over lots of ground in order to try to get to an ocean, I'd have to reconsider my choice of strategy for trying to find these dyes. I also figure being on the ocean with no armor and at night is going to be probably a lot safer and better than being on land. I can continue to explore, and there's not a lot of risk on the ocean. I mean, you're going to find those ocean monuments. You're going to find drown, you know, especially if there's an ocean temple, and drowns with tridents are pretty nasty. But overall, it's going to be safer. Oh, I thought that was a shipwreck. That looked like a shipwreck. Anyway, overall, it's going to be safer than being on land. So I do think that this is the right strategy. See, we're already sunset. Man, it just goes so fast. I'm a little disappointed we haven't even discovered a desert. Seems like whenever you're playing, you know, you find a desert and they're always in the way. They're always huge. There's no food. Oh, I didn't get any food. I didn't see any food nearby, honestly. And the chests in the village didn't even have any bread. I didn't see any bales of hay at the village, so... Well, if I can stay safe, food's not really an issue, but... Wait, what is that? A cow. You know what? Oh, come on. At least it's some food. I could also try to get some fishes. There's an ocean temple with a drone right on ground. They sometimes have good stuff. Ooh, what do we got here? Oh, a bunch of kelp. I've seen this before with newly generated world. You know, the kelp must have generated, and then then something must have happened underneath it to make it go away. Alright, is this a beach or is this a desert? I think this is a beach. It's a lot of sand. Kind of looks like a desert, but I think it's just a beach. Because I'm not seeing any cactus. But we did see a creeper back there, so creeper can't get to us. Nanner, nanner, nanner. Alright, well... Oh boy. Ice. That would be interesting under other circumstances. It doesn't help me out right now, and I am going far away from this village. I am pretty glad that I have decided, you know, well, that I didn't commit to staying at that village. Because we're going far away. It looks like we're kind of at the end of the ocean. Or at least this. Wow, that's so pretty. This 118 terrain, mountains, and generation is very pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, we got something over here. That looks like that may in fact be a desert. If I can get through. Doesn't look like I can really get through, and no, it doesn't look like a desert. It's a tundra. It's a beach and a tundra. I'm also keeping my eye out for shipwrecks, because they can have some good stuff in there. I can't wear the armor. Yeah, that's a rule here. Can't wear the armor. Ah, no. All right, let's get out and walk. But having some iron, you know, would be a good thing. And lapis. Lapis can be used to make blue. See, there's a lot of colors that need blues. You got your cyan and your purple and magenta, and you know, light blue, of course, regular blue. So I'm going to need a fair amount of blue, and those blue cornflowers are kind of uncommon, which is why I grabbed the one that I did. But lapis. If we can find lapis somewhere in a chest, probably, then that would give me a source of blue also. I really wish we had some other terrain. Not that I probably could go on land to get it at night anyway, because I'm naked, essentially. But, you know, at least we would know that we're making some progress toward getting these other colors. So I figure I'll give myself, you know, at least a couple days running around trying to find these other biomes. And if we get to like the third or fourth day and still haven't found them, I'm just going to have to go about trying to get as many of the colors as I can. Because, okay, so to be clear about the challenge, I'm collecting blocks of wool, which means I could go to a sheep in the wild and just shear it. If there happens to be a black sheep, okay, I don't need black dye. I don't have to have the actual sheep colored the specific color. But, you know, it does take time for those sheep to regrow their wool after you shear it. And besides, I don't have shears right now, so I'm killing these sheep I do find. And so, what do we got there? I need some time, basically. Yeah, it's going to take some time to get the wool blocks together so that I can actually color them and make them work. Is this still the same tundra? I think this is. This is the same tundra. Yeah, and here I am getting hungry, and I really don't have any food. Once I find some sheep and kill some sheep, I'll be able to get some food. But don't have any right now. And this ice is just a pain to travel through. It's just a pain. Hey there, Mr. Bear. Well, you're floating out to sea. Not going anywhere. Okay. First ocean monument we've discovered. I mean, anytime you run around the ocean, you're going to find these ocean monuments. Oh, and a squid. Let's see if I can get this squid without getting into finding... Oh, come back here. You're going away too fast. Oh. Dang it. I'm going to drown. Anyway, I don't really want to get close enough to that ocean monument so that I have to start dealing with guardians, you know? Alright. That's one. I really only need two. No. Come on. Oh, they're so fast. I don't remember them being so fast. There we go. Oh, hey, if I'd looked at my inventory, I think I got 2 last time. Now I got 4. Which doesn't help. I don't need any more than 2. Oh, well. I mean, I guess I could have done light gray. But I gotta have some white dye. I'm passed up some white flowers that I need. Oh, there's a drown. What do we got over here? We got some yellows. Got some oxeyes. There's the white flowers. Nope. Hey, yeah, white tulips. Well, alright. Looks like we found a bit of a flower forest. Got a lot of the colors. Alrighty. Moving on. I don't think those things spawn in anything but flower forest, but that is a really small flower forest biome. And there's some more stuff over there with some glowing red eyes and a creeper. Man, sun is coming up. The day is dawning. We survived the night. Honestly, I'm not too terribly surprised about that. I mean, wouldn't be much of a challenge if I couldn't survive the night. But this tactic worked. We're at full hearts. I'm getting a little hungry, but you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. We just got to get some cooperation from the seed here to find the right biomes in order to get those colors that we need. Mountains. They look Okay, those don't look particularly impressive, but I see something in the background. Hmm, it's just more birch forest. The land generation does look different with 118. The beaches are much bigger than they were before, which, you know, I think is a good thing. I think it's a good thing. And just some of the land formations look different than I remember seeing before. Ooh, there's some tall mountains back there. But yeah, the caves and the mountains, they look much more grand, much more majestic in 118. And I am really enjoying seeing all of this new generation, you know? It's oh, you get weird stuff like that still. I know they've made a lot of advancements, a lot of improvements to try to fix weird generation like that, but it still happens. I think that's the nature of the game. There's only so much you can do. If I were doing survival, I mean like a long-term survival game, I definitely want to be in the new mountains and maybe one of those lush caves. But this is a different beast altogether. We're not doing that. Is that a village up ahead? It looks like some kind of structure. Looks like the dirt is falling off the edge. Caught a rock slide in the middle of the fall. That is not a village. That's just a natural generated structure, which is super weird. Man, this looks just like a meteor hit it. It looks all uneven and jagged and stuff. Looks pretty cool. And that looks like somebody's been playing Skyblock in his... Oh, no, that's a tree. Never mind. All right. Now we're into a spruce forest. I don't really have anything that I feel like we need from a spruce forest except meat. Let's go. Eventually I need to cook this meat, but for now I'm just trying to explore and collect. And hope that we find one of our biomes. Dun dun dun. This is weird. I don't know if my command blocks are working. I am... Okay, well, my command block didn't work. This is day 2, so it's time to call it quits. All right, day 2 is at an end. We're set up and ready to go for the next one, but for now, kind of boring. Sorry about that, but it is what it is. The seed makes all the difference, and we will continue with our next recording.